This is the end. My only... Okay, welcome back to the Painscreek killings. With today what must be the final episode, if I had to guess. I can count on one hand the questions we don't have answered at this point. So I'd be really surprised if there's another one after this, but I just want to say thank you to everyone who recommended this game and has been around for this playthrough. I will say that this playthrough has gotten more views than is typical for my non-Nancy Drew series by a good margin. So I'm happy to have had you all for the ride. I had a lot of fun with this one, and let's see if it can stick the landing. So, Charles Roberts safe. He disinherited his family besides Vincent, who is actually Scott. And we found the king here with a 4 on it. So now we know all the different chess pieces. Actually, hang on, just to make sure, didn't he have like a thing written in there that like clarified what each symbol meant? No, it's not this. It was in this diary, I'll bet. It's been a couple days since I played this. I got really busy with school, and I also got sick. I still have a cold. K is king/knight. Okay. Q is queen, B is bishop. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm a little stuffy still, but I have my voice. My throat doesn't hurt, so I'm ready to play. So, the few unanswered questions, all I can think of is, well, I mean, I think we know who murdered everyone at this point. We don't know what's in this desk that we're about to open. We don't know where's the time capsule is, or what's inside of it, so we're gonna do that next. And then, gosh, I don't even know what's after that. Depends on what we find in this drawer, I suppose. So, the drawer itself says, king, queen, bishop, king, or knight. So it begins and ends with 4 by that rationale. Oh man, I'm so glad that I didn't sequence break and open this earlier, because I probably came close to it with all my stupid things I was doing. Okay, photographs. I know I took pictures of the other things. Pawn is irrelevant. The knight. Knight is 5. So maybe it's 4-5 or 5-4. I mean, that's what a knight is, right? Yeah. Okay, and then there was a queen out in the shed. She's 1. And the rook is irrelevant, too. Okay, so 4. I already forgot. What was it? King, queen, bishop. Bishop. Do I have a bishop? Oh shit, I might not have a bishop. Oh no. No, really? Wait, let me go out to the shed and check. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I might actually still be missing a chess piece. Okay, a bishop is 1 digit. So, like... Oh, shit. I don't know. We can trial and error this. I just don't know if it's a good idea. Are you the bishop, or are you the king? I feel like that's the king. Oh, lordy lord. The bishops have, like, a rounded top. Assuming that all chess sets are designed the same. Let's check the you know what? I should check the comments to see if anyone advised anything. It's never a bad idea. Oh my god. So Finda says I did the thing again, where I unlock a set of drawers, but only open one of them. No! Check all the drawers. Also follow up with that BH key in my inventory. That's true. I haven't done that yet. Don't forget your picture for the... I don't believe it. Oh, okay. I'm watching my own video now. What drawers did I open? How do I keep on doing this? Okay, forget about this thing. I thought we had the bishop, but I guess we don't, so I will come back to that when I find a bishop or when you guys yell at me hard enough. Oh my god. I can't believe... How many drawers did I open last episode? Okay, the BH key, that's a good point. To reiterate, we found all of Stephen Moss's belongings, like his wallet and stuff, and he had a key with him labeled BH. And that key, that was a weird key because he had just received a tip that something shady was going on at Bernard's house and saying that, like, Bernard is probably the killer and stuff. I still think Bernard is being set up. I don't know for sure. I think Bernard and Derek both have a fair shake at being Scott's murderer, but definitely not Vivian. And, my god, we already had the key to Bernard's house, so, like, let's take a look at it real quick again. A key labeled BH. Looks like a room key with some initials tagged to it. Found in the hospital morgue. Maybe... Okay, there aren't any locked doors in Bernard's house, I don't think. Maybe that opens up, like... Did Bernard have his own room at the mansion? That could be it. And if so, then that means that key was probably procured by someone who lived at the mansion. Another interesting thought. Anyways, we're going to Wanda Tyler's house now to see if I forgot to open up one of her drawers. No! I did open these drawers! Where else did I go? Oh my god. Oh no. What have I done? Let's check Bernard's house while we're here. Gonna sneakily sneak a cough drop real quick. Was it this? Shit, Bernard did have like a whole other room in his house. Oh, it was. Okay. So, that's one thing. Real quick, were there other drawers here that I didn't open? Is it you? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, what does Bernard keep in his locked room? A bedroom. Alright. I see you, Bernard. Bernard diary. Bernard Hopkins. Day 1. The hospital gave me these pills. They are supposed to fight depression. Oh, these aren't dated. These are just like... Day 2. I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3. The dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. So I'm assuming this is after she was murdered. Day 8. No, it's not. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? What? Day 12. Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20. The pills, they don't seem to work anymore. Doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and the guy are doing whenever they meet. Is this Owen Miller, the guy that she met with for, like, the gallery thing? Day 32. I stopped taking the medication. Okay. This is some news. Bernard was on a medication. That was not... I did not get the achievement yet for Bernard Hopkins' story, so... There's more Bernard diaries somewhere. Dude... I don't know about this. That is a very big part of the story that I missed. There was a... I mean, not that I missed, but it's just recently come in and I haven't thought about it much. There was this guy with the art gallery that Vivian began associating with. Hey, look, a gun. How about you take it? How about you take it? Come on. What is that, a Ruger? Why is the bolt all the way up there? What am I looking at? Okay. Bathroom? Where did my music go? I know the soundtrack so well, I don't think the music should have gone away just now. Bitch? Wait, what? Was Bernard actually, like, seriously jealous? Another Bernard diary. January 12th, 1995. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that, despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for the show. I wish I could comfort her, but she's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much I respect I have for her, how much I admire her. January 18th, 1995. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. February 5th, 95. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggle she's faced with her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asks what she should do. Other times, she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly, I am just happy to be with her. 22nd of 95. February 22nd. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. Okay, King. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. That's an interesting comment. Who was the writer? March 17th, 1985. Sometimes when I'm dropping Vivian off, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She always tells me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him, and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they were saying. Then they entered the apartment together. Who is he? I don't know. What school does he go to? May 12th, 1995. This is the 6th time I've followed Vivian. Followed Vivian? After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Yes, my guy! 6 times? That's absurd. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out front. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What is going on? May 29, 1995. I tracked the guy down. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could... Come on. Wait, no. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. Come on, Bernard. He's not angry that she's having an affair. She's angry that he's not having an affair with him. I'm sorry. I heard a noise outside and I got scared and thought I heard something downstairs. Bernard, you just keep on becoming more and more suspicious. I mean, you've got a bloody knife under your floorboards. You didn't even clean up this blood. I mean, it's too easy. That's the only reason I'm not saying cuff Bernard Hopkins in irons. Because, like, that's the pitfall that I fell into for ABC Murders. For most of it, at least. And we still don't even know what drawer it was that I didn't open. I feel like in the past 2 episodes, we've just found so much dirt on other people. We know that Vivian's killer was left-handed. Bernard is like acclaimed, unabashedly left-handed. I don't know if I was onto something when I said that maybe Father Brooks was ambidextrous. Because he had 2 different sets of handwriting. I don't know. I'm gonna scrub through the last video, find out what drawers I was opening. Was it at the police station? I think it might have been the police station. I only ever opened the top drawer because that's the only one that had an actual combination on it. Oh shit, what else could be in their classified documents? There are others. Oh wow. Every one of them? There's a lost and found, actually. Yo. And there's a key in it. A car key. Shit. I do know of another car by the church. Wow. Did not realize. Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay, here's the last thing in here, I think. So, a car key. Vivian Roberts' murder case record of alibi. Oh, wow. Interview record. Interview to Charles Roberts. Recorded July 25th. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. So Bernard informed him. Interview from Matthew Brooks, who, let's face it, is the killer. There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week. That's not solid. I know it was you. I know it was you, Brooks. Bernard's alibi. I was preparing for the fundraiser event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I did bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Oh, L. Okay, real quick, I need to say real quick, we did actually find a document somewhere. It was so long ago that confirmed that Father Brooks did not attend this event, right? Somebody said hey, Brooks, why didn't you show up? And he says what are you talking about? I was there. So I want to look into that again. Interview with Dorothy Patterson. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home by myself. No, I live alone. Dorothy... no, I live alone. Both of them are saying that. Huh. Mary Martinez. Now, this is interesting. She's a character we heard a lot about in the beginning. She was the new maid that was hired. My name is Mary Martinez. I've been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just became sort of irrelevant. And then finally, Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th at around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstairs to West Dakota. What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. But Derek, you didn't have any friends when you were a kid. And also, Derek never gave me the numbers, what the officer wrote down. Spooky, spooky. Okay, real quick. What were the items in Lost and Found? Is that like a whistle? A train? And glasses. But we found a car key, and I know that there's a car parked out by the church. I don't know whose car that is. All I can think is that it must have been here a while. If, you know, the key's in the Lost and Found. This is, hang on real quick, this is our car, right? Nope. That was close. Do you want to leave Painscreek now? No. Do not leave Painscreek. Oh my god, I was a click of a button away from fucking over the whole playthrough. I do actually want to take a look at that weird shit in Andrew Reed's house again. We haven't seen it since the last time we went in there, because, let's be real, I do not want any more reasons to go in Andrew Tate's house. Or Andrew Reed, not Andrew Tate. I don't want any reason to go to his house either. Okay, hold up. There's a car over there, actually. I had a car in mind, but who knows which one is actually important. So let's try this one. No, it's not for this car. But it does have an unlock button on it. Can I Slim Jim into this? No, I can't. Whose car would this be if it's by the church? Maybe Father Brooks' car? Oh. Oh, wow, really? I could have used the Slim Jim this whole time? Whoa. I had no idea. I've just broken into a car that I could have broken into like 8 episodes ago. Wait, now I'm gonna go do that to all the cars. Dude, is this just Grand Theft Painscreek now? I can break into all of these cars. No, okay, so some of these cars are red herrings so far. This game doesn't usually let you open things that aren't important. So I'm a little confuzzled about that. How many more cars are there? Was there a glove box in this car that we didn't get open? That's a good question. Yeah, because there was a freaking bloody handprint on it. I forgot about that. And it was the key to his glove box. Please, please be a 38 snubby. It's a key. Lockbox 201. That's for the end. And a journal. Stephen Moss, probably his last one. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and the phone's not working. Is someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Shit! I knew it! I mean, come on, it's been confirmed for us, but Stephen Moss is being hunted. And I'm probably being hunted too, so that's less fun, but still. Who writes that? Who plays the pronoun game that hard? Oh god, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. Fuck. So he died in this car. Am I gathering that? Is that why, you know, bloody handprints on the glove box? It's kind of a stain on the thing. Damn, man. Well, real quick, let's just open this side since we're breaking into every car now. Okay, so that notepad there, that message. I mean, oh god, I thought he was the killer, but he's not. He's not the one. That could literally mean Bernard or Brooks. Because, like, he thought it was gonna be Bernard, because everyone was sprinkling Bernard crumbs on him. I told you guys, I'll bet that's it. I told you that someone was framing Bernard, and it was probably Brooks. But I don't even know if Brooks has a motive to resist. I mean, what is Brooks living for? Okay. Whatever is in here is what the investigator took to his grave. What am I about to find? I have never seen this sconce in my life. What's the button for? Where is this sconce? Is this here? Oh, actually, come to think of it, it's quite bears a resemblance to these other sconces. Okay, what else is in here? He's on to me. I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. Ah! What's in the book? 5/19/1997. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I have been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. It's 5/21/1997. I looked through the alibis records by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews. Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event. Yet I remember reading somewhere about it being canceled. It was canceled. Father Brooks was canceling it. I told you it was him. I told you. Oh my god. I've just realized that. I knew it. Oh my god. I've just realized that the E in all the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. Okay, that was a thought I had earlier, and my dumbass didn't pursue it. So, boo-hoo, Jamie fucked up. Where's... Come on, we took a picture of, like, the threats, right? Here we go. Yeah, the E is very distinct. Who had a typewriter? Scott had a typewriter, didn't he? But there's no way Scott killed Vivian. We've been over this again and again. And he threw a key in a drain by the roadside? Is that what the other thing that we read? Okay. There's a sconce with like a hidden thing? I don't know, dude. Oh, no. I thought this was gonna be the last episode. I don't know anymore. Ah! Robert Louis Stevenson. Ostrav Sokrovish. He's on to me, and I had to hide the key. Okay, we got a he here, so we know it was a man. In one of the drains by the roadside. There is a key in a drain by the roadside somewhere in this town. Now we're gonna go look at every single drain everywhere until we find it. But, oh my god, what was that thing about? What's the button? Let me take a really good look at this. Context clues. Wallpaper. Bookshelf. This is in the church, isn't it? I'll bet that's in the church. I'll bet that's how we get to the attic that we heard about. Nah, I was just overreacting. This game's not scary. No, dude, this game's terrifying. It's literally just the implications that scare you. Okay, drain by the roadside. Like this? Okay. Pull those bolts. So this isn't the one. Okay, there's a key in one of these. Okay, well, we know what to look for now. I'm still, like, riding the Matthew Brooks train, okay? I think it's gotta be Father Brooks. And I think that Brooks was setting up Bernard as a red herring. Can you imagine if I noticed this sooner, that, like, you have the ability to search all these different drains? Shit would have driven me crazy. And what kind of key is this gonna be? What's a door that hasn't been opened yet? There's the creepy-ass basement at the church. The one that's labeled exit, which I especially don't like. There's locked rooms at the mansion, that's for sure. The Roberts mansion. Oh, almost walked right over this one. Nope. Maybe it's the key to the other side of the cemetery. That would make sense. And then we could see if the stupid time capsule's there after all. Excuse me. Forgot how the game works for a second. Still nothing? Oh, found you. That one's hard to see. It's half in and half out of shadow. But still no key. How many more of these can be left? While we're here, let's take one more look at the Andrew Tate house. Andrew Reed! It's not Andrew Tate! And you better believe we're going to be quick, because I do not like being here. So, what do we have here? For us. So, we're almost certain that... Nope, I can't explain it. I just can't explain it, okay? Something here was burnt up. Looks like torn up and burnt up. It's on the mattress, too. And for us on the wall? Gosh, like, the us in that statement, who is it at? Is that Matthew and Sophia? I feel like it must be. Because, like, who else could that even be at this point? Hey, check that out. That must be one of the riddles for the Sophia thing that I sequence broke solve. House. Bro, I don't know. I feel like we should have found it by now. We found, like, all the drain covers. It seems illogical that the only one that it wasn't in is the one we can't find. Bro, it is nowhere. It just doesn't exist. I've looked for maybe 15 minutes, and honestly, we have other leads we could be following. And, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, which is kind of harsh to consider, seeing I am looking pretty hard, but, I think we're gonna go to the church now, and we're gonna look around those bookshelves and sconces to see if we can find out what that button was about. I'm guessing we're gonna all but find confirmation now in this church secret passageway, if it's what's gonna happen. Because I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. We're basically gonna get confirmation that, yeah, no. Father Brooks, oh, look at this. Look at this bitch. Look at this. Really. It was the one I couldn't find. Key with a 19th century design. That is a key to the cemetery. Dude, I'm so nervous to end this game. I'm so, like, unreal nervous. No, really? Popular design as church keys during the 19th century. So it's a key to something in the church. Oh, no. Oh no, the game really is ending now, isn't it? A key to what in the church? Alright. I might go eerily quiet here. And I promise you, it's just because I'm terrified. No, the sconces here are different from in the photo. Aren't they? Are they? Yes, they are. These are not the same kinds of sconces. Unless, for some reason, they keep a different style of sconce on the second floor of this place. No sconce. No sconce. Oh, well, here is a sconce. Alright, Mr. Fluffers, buckle up. Mr. Fluffers, we're doing this together. I think we found a way into the attic. Yes, just turn the damn key. Yeah, this is Brooke's office that it's attached to. Fucking knew there was an attic. I knew it. This is not the time to be purring and rubbing your face on the mic, buddy. Yep! Told you! Someone came to Painscreek. She cannot know. Who cannot know? Buddy! My guy! Dried bloodstains. Uh-huh. Think I'll just be, taking a quick little snapshot of that. Dude, you're covering the camera! Alright, if we're gonna do this, you have to sit down. You have to sit down and behave. Oh, fuck. Buddy, be quiet. We're gonna listen to this now.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth. He deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him.
Told you!
He's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Alright, out of my way, Sophia! Alright, just like COD Zombies. We're doing this just like COD Zombies. Just train him, run a kite on him. Ghost of Sophia's telling me to get out? It's an exit now? Sewer maze! It does not open from the side. Okay. I just need to find one door that opens. Okay. No saving from now on. The game was pretty damn clear about that. I can get out of here. Sophia? Okay. No. Who are you the ghost of? You're the ghost of somebody. I'm assuming you're trying to lead me the right way. So there are supernatural elements to this game. I knew it. There have to be. I see you. Come on. Come on. I don't know what that red bar is about. That must be my health bar or something. An opened door. I see you. Is this the way to the hospital? Is this the door that was locked before? Where am I going? Hospital. Ain't no way he's ahead of me. Ain't no way. Fuck this hospital. He locked it? Take the stairs? Am I gonna jump off the roof? I hear him. No, he's sprinting! He is on my ass! We're going off the roof! He's... Which stairwell was it? Mr. F, please! Alright, it killed Trisha. Come on, come on. Ghost of Trisha, please catch me. Catch me. No, that's the point! You're supposed to jump! Come on! Use your head, Janet! Fucking hit me, he hit me. Okay, okay. How am I gonna get out of here? This must not be the way out. I'm gonna have to go back down into the basement. Okay. I know this place pretty well. I have... He locked it?! Oh my god. How? Where do I go? Is there a key somewhere? How about I close the door in his face? Shit. I don't know where to go. He's gonna get me. And I'm gonna have to reload the game. I'm hoping I don't just, like, blow the run right now. Okay, so there are ways to strategically maneuver him. Like that. I always hated this hospital! There's no escape. To Janet, where are you? You're supposed to be in Painscreek for a day or two. It's been over a week. We're worried about you. Please reply back to this. Seems to receive this. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Richard Harris is also the name of the guy who played Dumbledore in the first two Harry Potter movies. Just wanted to say that. Any key to continue. Please give me another shot. 4 weeks later. Journalist missing. Have you seen her? Oh no. That's so sad. Okay. We'll let these credits play, but no, fuck that ending. Fuck that ending. Skip. Come on. Let me skip it. Give me another shot, okay? There's gotta be a way that I can do that again. You're welcome, but like, it said from this point forward the game won't save. Please tell me I get that continue game option. Grade B. Rank Constable. 94% complete. Okay, but like, I know what I was missing. Come on, let me hit continue. Please don't start the game over. Please don't start the game over. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, man, I thought it was... I thought it was all for naught. I'm vindicated. I solved the mystery 4 episodes in, and yes, it's because I sequence broke. Yes, it's because I found that stubborn combination on the side of the building. But... feels good, dude. But there's some mysteries we haven't solved yet. Okay, here's the first thing that we are going to do. We're gonna go back to Scott's cabin. This almost feels like cheating. But I want to find this time capsule. Dude, they gave me a B. That's not okay. I gotta find some more stuff before we call it in. Even with that ending, we still never found out who murdered Scott. I'm assuming it wasn't Bernard. Actually, I mean, it still could have been, honestly. And who was that ghost? I kept on calling that ghost Sophia. I just kind of assumed it was Sophia. Time capsule. Yes. Painscreek Cemetery. How do I get it open? Where is it? I want to find it. I want to find it really badly. I think I'm going to take a break. But I think this is still going to be one whole long episode, a double-length finale. I'm going to have to text a friend to ask, just for some pointers on how to do stuff. Alright, party people. I have had a good night's rest, and I'm ready to get back into this. Okay, so I feel like we should try to find the time capsule first, because there's a chance that the bishop is going to be in there, and if we can't find the time capsule, I'm pretty sure I can just scuff the desk puzzle at this point. Should not be that difficult. Well, once again, I'm not finding this stupid time capsule. I really don't know where it's supposed to be. Maybe it's like one of those things where I need to wait for like actual official instruction to find it. Seems to me like it's time to bust into Charles Roberts' desk, and we're gonna do this safecracker style, which means that we're gonna determine 3 digits and then just guess the 4th one. We got it. Okay, finally. The bishop was an 8. Safecracker worked. So what's in this desk that's been hiding for so long? Documents, journal. Documents, journal. Let's try the journal first. Charles Roberts. November 18th, 1995. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife after all. And now, last page. December 27th, 1995. Vivian is dead. So is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. Is this my punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? Actually, like, yeah, it is. That's the Greek tragedy of this. Okay, and then what are these 2 documents? Beckard's Investigation Services. He hired investigators. Charles Roberts, upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths due to confidentiality agreements. Oh, this was like right before she was murdered, actually. Vivian, I think. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents, so we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who worked at the Painscreek Community Hospital. Although she preferred to remain anonymous, according to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the note. If you'd like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find the truth about Sophia's disappearance. Sincerely, James Beckard. So yeah, he was informed that Vivian tried to off his mother, or did do that. And then February 3rd, 1996, this is from the same investigation agency, like a year later. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. Wow, you guys suck. Clearly, you didn't try every code you found on a random box. We've searched through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. If you prefer, we can still continue the search. However, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Should anything emerge, you will be the first to know. Sincerely, Jason Beckard. Okay, so the case went cold. That's what I gathered from that. That did not help us find the time capsule. And I want to find the time capsule, damn it. I know that there's a letter in the hospital that mentions it in the little girl's room. Here's the Dying Man's letter. Let me read this again. Harold S. Mason. Prepare a package to send. See to it personally that it gets dropped off once my body feels better. I have no idea what this is about. I legit have no idea what this is referring to. I don't know who Harold S. Mason is. I don't know if we've had any mention of a Harold or the Mason family at all. Let me check, like, mansion staff. No Masons. Man, I don't know. that one's just kind of weird. Okay, I have a few ideas in my mind, and I want you to pick one for me. Playground, behind hunting cabin, cemetery. So I guess I'm gonna go look at all those places now, which sucks. Okay, yeah. But it doesn't say near cemetery, it says in the cemetery. That's what that says, so stands to reason that the time capsule would be in that cemetery if it is there. But we're gonna go check the behind hunting cabin and playground now. Okay, it must be the cemetery. That's all I can come to the conclusion of at this point, because, like, there is nothing here. But I don't know where it would be in the cemetery. Maybe it's, like, hidden in someone's grave. Oh, wait. Maybe it's Hannah's grave. Oh, wow, that would make sense. I mean, she's buried there. That's so macabre, though. Why would you bury a time capsule with your friend's grave? That means her grave is going to be desecrated if anyone ever digs it up. Philip Young, Calvin Bennett. Hannah does not have a tombstone here. What gives? Hey, wise guy, what's the big idea? Did Scott put in his journal somewhere about this? Somebody wrote about this. Doesn't look like it's in his. Maybe it was in Derek's? Oh. Suggest we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Okay, near a big stone in the cemetery. There's a couple of those. Here's one. So where is it? Huh? How about it, partner? Where is it? Are there two big stones? That is the big stone. That is the resident big stone in the cemetery. Got it! Ha! Oh my gosh, that took forever to find. Alright, time capsule. Oh, there's a note on it. January 11th, 1996. Someone dug this up. I'm assuming it's Derek. Scott is gone and Trisha is dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people. There should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out and the old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving here soon. Once my mother passes on, once I can't take care of her any longer. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking how we have drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? Stop being so emo, Derek. The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. With Scott locked up, I could have a chance to be with Trisha. I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that day. I never wished for Scott to die nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Derek Tyler. That makes it all better, Derek. Okay, what's in the capsule? What's in here? Oh. Oh, how sad. Derek drew this. Maybe that's our front page paper. Oh, there's something on the back. Oh, come on. Come on. That hurts a little too much. Trisha, congratulations. I'll always love you, from Mom. Oh, high school graduate, I'm guessing. Would you look at that? The Bishop. I don't need you anymore. And then, one last thing. Secret of Painscreek. Oh. Future Detective Scott. Yeah, he wasn't wrong about that. Hidden room and study. Underground secret passage. Secret room above Father's room. Okay, well, we found that eventually. Well, I think that ties up almost every loose end, except how to get to the other side of this cemetery. Can you even? Because, like, it says unlock. And this isn't the key. Let's try to get a good ending first. And then we might come back here and do some shenanigans. This time we're gonna try to exit by the secret passageway and not take the left. You know, something else, I didn't actually look at all the drawers up here. I just kind of like got immediately distracted by the, you know, the murderer coming after me. Make sure we get pictures of these. That's pretty ooky spooky too. Okay, was there anything in this drawer? There is actually, okay. It's a letter to Matthew from Calvin, 1984. Dearest Matthew, I'm running this letter to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up. I feel you have the right to know what happened 9 years ago. In 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section... Wait, this was written in 1984? Vivian broke down mentally and was hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of the newly born Tricia and helping Charles Roberts. Charles, who was facing a lot of difficulty and pressure, unfortunately found comfort in Sophia. They had an affair, a boy was born. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious. Feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy, Vivian kicked Sophia and the baby out of Painscreek. Everyone believed that. But the truth is, I took the boy and put him in St. Patrick's orphanage. I named him Scott. Time flies. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear the responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. It's all in the past. Instead, give him a new start. I sincerely hope that you can forgive me for hiding this from you for so long, Calvin Bennett. Oh, wow. So he did know that Sophia had an affair, but he didn't hate for that. His hatred came solely from knowing that... His hatred came from knowing that she was murdered. That's a little different. And there's some more notes in here. Letter from Matthew, 1975. Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started to work at the mansion. I like this place a lot. The people here are nice to me. Thank you for your letter. Although I cannot be there with you for your missionary work, I will pray for your success. You were always the noble one. Do you remember the wishes we made when we were at the orphanage? Yours was to help the unfortunate. Mine was to not be poor. Well, I did not expect the opportunity to knock so soon. Maybe heaven is helping me. With all that has happened these past few months, my wish just might come true. I'd love to tell you more about it, but I can wait until you're back. Things might be different by then. I hope it will be for the better. Love always, Sophia Miller. And then one more letter. Wait, no. Was it just the one letter? Okay, that was the only letter. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into this endgame. And we'll go ahead and hit skip. And then I'll pause it immediately, because I had a spoiler that needs to be punished. And so now it's time to take some medicine. Shout out to my cousin Danu. Your mother is a expert master chef of Sri Lankan cuisine, and she makes some kick-ass garlic chili paste. And I know this jar says tikka masala curry sauce. It's homemade, so we just put it in this. And goddamn, is this stuff spicy. So I will now be enduring... That might kill me. Let me take a little bit out. This will be my pepper punishment this playthrough. Doing this chase and trying to navigate it correctly while enduring a spoonful of some medicine. Ah. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still hot. Mmm. Mmm. Ugh. Okay, faster. No milk for this one. I'd be lying if I said... Wait, shit. Did I already mess up? Okay, no. That's actually... It's not too bad. Because, like... Okay, hang on. She wants me to go that way. What happens if I go to the right? Because, like, doesn't this lead to an easier way out? Okay, no. It has to be the hospital. Hey, Matthew. That's annoying. I don't know what we have to do, but it's gotta be on the roof. We're just gonna follow the Sophia ghost this time. I figured we were gonna jump off the roof, but it looks like that's not what the game has in store for us. Oh, that'll clear your sinuses. Oh. We shooting right for the rooftop. Alright, what's up here? What do I do? It's something, right? Do I just stand here and let him, like, kick me off the edge? Just let him Sparta kick me? This has to be the way out. Come on. Trisha only died from this fall because, like, she was trying to die, right? It is! I was supposed to stand here. Oh, look, it's me. Bro, your face. Damn. To Janet, I'm glad you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek killings. Ah, he said the thing. Good job. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Do I get to pick the photo now? By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. It was totally Brooks, right? Who was it? Who? Okay. Oh, I was hoping this would happen. Okay, so now I get to be totally right about stuff. Who killed Vivian Roberts? Matthew Brooks. What was the murder weapon? An axe. We know that. Select a photo. Okay, but there were other murders, though. Am I gonna get to solve those murders? What's the best photo for the cover page? Murder weapon would make sense, but I feel like there's eerier stuff. I should have taken a picture of Father Brooks chasing me with an axe. That would have been gold. Let's go with the axe. Killers was Matthew Brooks. Murder weapon was an axe. Article photo is the axe. Let's try it. To Dorothy Patterson. My name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you on behalf of P.I. Stephen Moss that the secrets of the Painscreek killings... Oh, so Dorothy was the one who called in the investigator, and then Matthew led him astray. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I couldn't help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes, it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice they think was the best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequences. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it, or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face the consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Steve and I were both trying to find out the truth, why was I saved but not him? I hope I can find an answer someday. Till then, this is the story of the Painscreek killings. Janet Kelly. August 12th, 1999. So I guess it was the ghost of Trisha that saved us. The Sun City Tribune. Painscreek killings, truth revealed. Matthew Brooks killed Vivian with an axe. That's quite a... What do they know as the Painscreek killings? I wanted to read more of that, but I guess I can't. Alright. I'll accept this ending. I was so close to getting the good ending the first time, but... some stuff got in the way. You will notice, of course, that, the credits in this game are remarkably short, and that's because this was developed by a relatively small team. An impressively small team, if I say so. 98% grade A rank detective. What's the 2%? What is the 2% that I'm missing? Come on. I might... Okay, well, we're not done yet, because I do want to try a couple more things. Let's see what happens if you just leave right away. This game... There's just a couple of unanswered questions I have. What happens if you just exit the premises? Like, right away. Like, leave Painscreek. So, like, I do kind of want to know what happens if I was to have just left right at the beginning of the game. Do I still get to pick who I thought the murderer was and, like, submit it? And see if I was right? So if I just leave right now, with, like, a shit ton of evidence, and I don't have to go through the altercation of, like, killing Brooks. Please submit the following. Okay, so... maybe I should just, like, pick the wrong person. Oliver Gibson killed Vivian Roberts. And he killed him with... with a dagger. And the photo that I want to submit is... Vivian Roberts Influential Citizen Award. This one's gonna be very well received. The next day, Oliver Gibson killed Vivian Roberts with a dagger. Yeah, poor fucking Oliver Gibson, just a senile old man, suddenly charged with murder. Okay, can I skip credits because I want to see like how bad of a grade it gives me now? To whom it may concern, I read all your story on today's papers. Are you sure you got your facts right? Yours truly, a concerned citizen. Yeah, that's good. No, what's my grade? C, amateur. Yeah, that makes sense, since I, you know, kind of put the wrong man away. Okay. Gosh, before I get into, like, talking about this game and my thoughts on it, we're going to the interwebs, because... I want to find some things out. Painscreek Killings. This does not count as spoilers anymore. I've beaten the game thrice over. Painscreek Killings. How to get into locked cemetery. Front page story. Vivian Roberts murder solved. Second page story. Jackass leaves every light on in Painscreek. Is it possible that you can't get into the other half of the cemetery? Whoa. Look at this. Oh. Enter the room, close the door, turn around. She is coming for us. That's what's on the door. It's not just for us. There's a whole message that I didn't get because I didn't close the door. That's some shitty detective work for me. This guy got 100%. I don't know what I missed. I just don't know what I missed. I'll take 98%. I will accept that. Alright. It's time to talk about my thoughts on this game. I loved it. I really enjoyed this game. Is there like a way I can put credits on screen? I usually like to put credits on screen when I talk about a game. It was not perfect, but from just an experience... I'll get into why it's not perfect, but I'm just going to start off by saying, yeah, like, 9 out of 10 at least would heavily recommend to anyone who's a fan of mystery-solving games. The privilege to go into this blind with no spoilers was so nice. I can definitely understand why this game has absolutely no appeal. I'm sorry, this hot sauce might have been in the way the whole time. I didn't realize that. I can definitely understand why this game would have almost no appeal if you had spoilers for it. And I can also understand that this game has very, very little replay value. Somebody commented that. I was either Alyssa or Allison or Sofin or somebody. They wanted to know my opinion on if this game had replay value. And I think that this game is a fantastic first playthrough. But as soon as you know everything, maybe it's fun to replay as like a speedrun or just to goof off and see how much stuff you can do out of order. But I don't think it has much general replay value. You'd have to wait years before playing it again to get a kick out of it. But it will always have replay value if maybe you're showing it to a friend who does get to solve it for the first time. I would play this again with a friend and see if he or she can crack the code and solve the mystery before time's out. That'd be a lot of fun. One of the strengths and weaknesses of this game simultaneously is that it does just turn you loose. I'm going to go watch so many playthroughs of this game online because I want to know what order people played the game in. Because I get the feeling I basically know that I really played it out of order because in like the third episode, I saw a code on the side of the church and I remembered it. I wrote it down with my notebook, which the game told me to do. And then I tried that code on everything I found, and eventually I stumbled across a very, very late game piece of evidence regarding Sophia, and it was the right code, and I just kind of cheated it without meaning to cheat, and I found out some things I wasn't supposed to know. And in doing so, I figured out that Matthew Brooks is the murderer very, very early on. Real quick, on the note of story, though, I do want to say, there's a lot of unanswered questions here. Maybe I wasn't paying attention hard enough. Maybe I didn't need to make a call for myself. But I'm not sure who murdered Scott. I thought that the game was going to ask us to answer that at the end, too. Brooks confessed to all of his murders. He confessed to Andrew Reed, Henry Johnson, Vivian Roberts, and the private investigator. But he didn't say anything about murdering Scott. And I don't think Bernard murdered Scott, because, if he did, then Brooks would have murdered him, I think. So yeah, I'm fucking confused about who killed Scott. If I had to guess, I don't think it was Derek, because he seemed really remorseful in his letter. Charles Roberts is about the only one left who... No, he wouldn't have done it, because that was his son. And he knew it was his son, didn't he? He figured out eventually. I don't know. Someone killed Scott, and I don't know who it was. I was really hoping that the game would, school me on that, be like, actually, Scott's killer was this, but it wasn't. It didn't do that. Comments welcome down below on who you think murdered that. This game containing the supernatural, I don't know if I was a fan of that. It's definitely very dramatic in the end, but the game doesn't market itself as like a supernatural ghosty game. And it kind of felt like having the ghost of Sophia or Trisha or whoever it was at the very end didn't make all too much of a difference. Like, Janet could have just, jimmied the guy off the roof herself. One thing about this game that just keeps me thinking, though, is that there were other stories going on in here that I did not get a solution to. I think that this game is full of, insane lore that I did not find. And a lot of that is because... there's just stories in here that I didn't find an answer to. Like, the boy who went missing and drowned in the lake, stuffed animal being found. I do suppose that maybe, some of the reportings about Sophia's ghost were real and, hinted at. The girl who got lost and said someone in a maid costume helped lead her back home, but all the maids were at work. There was the woman who claimed she saw a woman dripping wet in the hallway outside Henry Johnson's office. That would be the ghost of Sophia. A lot of stuff that I guess was hinting towards it, but I just kept telling myself no. I don't know what was with the summoning circle in Andrew Reed's house. I guess there was no sneaky cult-like motive for, what's her name? Magdalene Roberts to have been wanting a son. On the whole, it's a sad but well-done game about people who made poor choices. And it's wrapped up with a nice little bow into a really cute mystery. Not cute, but, well done. I could talk about this for forever, but I should end this video eventually. I saw on Gab Smolder's stream of this that the developer, EQ Games, I think, commented and said that they really appreciated the publicity that streams of this game get. Because when they completed this game after 5 years of development, they didn't know anything about how to market a game, and they launched it on Steam to 50 sales in the first week, which must have been devastating. So this game is criminally unheard of, I'd say. Does it have replay value? Not so much. Does it have first-time playthrough value? Totally. This game is totally worth a play if you can get into an extreme mystery scenario and really put yourself in that and dedicate the time. And they're making another game. They're making a game called Crime Scene Investigators, and I can't wait for it to come out, because if it's anything like Painscreek Killings, I would love to play it. If you guys know any other games that are similar in any way to Painscreek Killings, I would love to hear about them. I'd love to make a game like this. I could write one, but I don't know the first thing about actually coding and working with Unity or any of that. So yeah, Painscreek Killings. Like, surreal game, honestly. Crazy good game. It's an experience that I'll probably hold on to for a while. Solid. I'll give it a 98%, an A. But yeah, this game, what's gonna hit me thinking about this game is that there are mysteries that I didn't solve, and that's gonna stick with me for a little while, I think. Otherwise, thanks again to everyone who recommended this. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this playthrough. We'll be playing something new on the channel soon enough, maybe with the help and accompaniment of good old Julian. And otherwise, it's been real. Painscreek Killings. Hope you all have a good day, mateys. And I'm out. Vote for Holt.